Hello everyone, welcome to my new series where I will be covering Link's different matchups. I'll start off by showing you a game, which will always be an offline game, never an online game. Then, if you're interested in learning about the matchup, I'll be analyzing it right after you've seen the first game. To start off, I will be covering Link versus Mewtwo. I am not going to mention who's in favor of the matchup, because I believe those things can change anytime. So, let's get started.
3, 2, 1, go!
Alright, so, some pointers on this matchup. Just like most matchups, Link will never need to approach if he is ahead or at equal percent. Instead, keeping the opponent out as you are trying to poke at them to get an opening is the key. Both Mewtwo and Link have an easy time killing each other, as well as trading hits with each other during early game. What it really comes down to is the late game kill setups and reads. Other than that, it's actually a pretty simple matchup for Link. Now, it's pretty much impossible for me to cover literally everything about this matchup, so I'll do my best to cover everything I have from watching this game. At the start of the game, Mewtwo approaches with shield and then retreats, to get a feel of what my first move will be, as well as find an opening for a down tilt. That's Mewtwo's #1 objective in this matchup, to hit a down tilt. so it's in Link's best interest to avoid getting hit by it. So as my first move was an aerial, Abadango gets the read that my second move will also be an aerial and approaches with shield. Since I've established to start off defensively, he knows that I will space my moves rather than approach him. He successfully manages to power shield the spaced neutral air and tries to immediately go for a down tilt. As you can see here, I could have shielded or rolled, although instead I jabbed, which came out 1 or 2 frames too slow, and I end up eating a 30% combo. Now, since Mewtwo ends up below me, and we both expend our double jump, I use down air to cover his aggressive options, since I know he wants to extend his lead and avoid having to find a new opening on Link. Abadango tries spacing it, but the hitbox of down air is too big, as well as the hurtbox of Mewtwo being too big, resulting in an equal trade. Seeing Mewtwo air dodge, I assume he's going to play his next move defensively. He ends up shielding, so we approach with a spaced forward air, and this time I fast fall it to cancel the second move. I poke at my opponent with a safe jab jab and throw out a walling forward air to find out what his reaction to jab jab will be. Abadango ends up going for an aggressive roll and catches me off guard. Again, the objective down tilt comes to play and he gets a combo out of it. I retaliate with an aggressive forward air to trade back to equal percent, which Abadango didn't expect. I finally get some space to start throwing out my projectiles and pressure my opponent. My initial plan here was to run forward and up throw the bomb to apply pressure on platform. Abadango reads it and finds an opening. He expects me to go for the ledge. Instead, I expend my double jump. He tries to punish that option with an up air, although we end up trading instead. Abadango throws out a shadow ball to bait out an air dodge so that he can punish a low recovery. Being aware of this, I immediately cancel my air dodge with a tether grab directly after the shadow ball has passed to avoid this situation. Here, I hope that he tries to go for the ledge with only his double jump, leaving him open for a spike. Although Abadango smartly recovers with up B, he misjudges the end lag of down air and tries to punish it. I get a power shield and react with an immediate up smash out of shield. I pick up a bomb to punish his landing, since he has no double jump left. I get the punish with a glide toss. If Mewtwo gets launched in front of me, I could kill confirm with a forward air. Instead, he ends up getting launched behind me. So I react with a boomerang to keep covering his landing. He still doesn't have a double jump, and since Abadango has been taking a lot of hits, he is now desperate to find his ground. Being aware of this, I expect an air dodge, so I bait it out with a jump and quickly fast fall to punish it with an up smash. It was a bit too slow, and we ended up clashing, so my first reaction is to escape the situation, since now he can get aggressive. He reads this and tries covering my roll. I try punishing his attempt with back air, although the down tilt is too quick. This time around, I'm ready for it though, and prepare my DI away to avoid a combo. Abadango jumps after to try and bait out an air dodge. Instead, I jump and land with a forward air. At this point, I expect a grab or down tilt, which is why I spot dodge. I could possibly go for a grab here, although it's way too risky considering Mewtwo has confusion. So instead, I poke at him with a safe jab jab and manage to actually land the second hit. This part is actually important in the matchup. Link has an incredible jab jab versus Mewtwo, and Mewtwo has a really hard time getting out of jab jabs in general, especially if only the second hit connects. It leads to up smash every time. He cannot attack, air dodge, or jump out of it, since Mewtwo has a really slow double jump. In this case, Abadango tried going for a forward air, which, like I mentioned, doesn't work. I also pop the balloon to assert confidence. And yes, that's a thing. I pick up a bomb and dash dance to confuse him. Not knowing where I'll go next, he tries to react with a back air. Although it's too late and I get a power shield, I follow up with a down throw bomb and try to space my first hit back air for a poke, while the bomb is still above Mewtwo. Abadango wants nothing to do with this situation, so he rolls out. Now, since I'm in the lead, I try to pressure him with projectiles while walling him out with forward air. He throws out a shadow ball for an aggressive opening, although Link's forward air denies an uncharged shadow ball. I actually get really lucky here. The start of my jump animation decreased my hurt box, and so I avoid the forward air. I try punishing the aggression with neutral air into an immediate triple jab to play it safe and get him off of me. Once I have my space, I can freely pressure with projectiles and force another approach. At this point, I'm assuming he's going to hold his shield, since the bomb is lingering above him. So I go for a forward air to try and really damage the shield, although Abadango is too quick and ends up getting a forward air. As I get launched, I pull out a bomb to extend my options and survival. I panic air dodge, which Abadango actually reads, although he misses the timing to punish it. I go for a beefy up B, but Abadango covers that option just in case with a forward tilt. I perform another up B to gain more space and distance since I know the bomb is about to explode. Abadango is unsure of how to punish this without risking anything, so he lets it slide and returns back to stage for stage control. I recover with tether and regular get up since it's the fastest and safest option back to the stage, and I shield to play it safe. I try to add some pressure with forward air once I have some space. Although Abadango rolls, I notice this and react with a fast fall to cancel the aerial and roll out to avoid the situation. Once again, I poke at my opponent with safe jab jab. This time, I expect him to jump, although once again, he rolls, since so far it's been successful. Abadango was hoping for another aerial from me and went for an up smash to kill. Luckily, I decided to roll and found an opening, leading to a small combo. So the combo is done, and I don't need to approach since I'm ahead. So to further frustrate my opponent, I defensively add pressure. I throw up the bomb to cover this area just in case, and pressure with a safe boomerang and forward air. The second forward air really damages the shield, and since I was hoping for him to keep holding the shield on the platform, I tried going for an up smash. This was a bad decision, and Abadango punishes with a jump cancelled up smash. I actually get really lucky here because I get hit with the part of the up smash that doesn't launch me into it and manage to shield right after. I regain stage control and try to set up some traps with bombs. I tried to punish Mewtwo's landing with neutral air, which was also a bad decision, and instead I get caught in Mewtwo's neutral air. I honestly should have just up tilted, up smashed, or shielded instead. Abadango misjudges where I will land after the neutral air and misses the grab. I try punishing with back air, which was too slow, so I mix it up with a really risky grab, which actually turns out successful. Since the platform is present, the up air will be guaranteed. I jump to bait out an air dodge, but miss the punish. Abadango expects more back air aggression and shields. I go for another risky grab, and once again it pays off. Although this time there is no platform, and the percentage is too low, so Mewtwo can escape the follow-up. As he escapes, I immediately throw out a boomerang to keep adding pressure, and hopefully even hit him. Here, I just stand, baiting him to throw the Shadow Ball, so that I can deny it with my bomb. This was once again kind of a risky play, and unfortunately I was too late, so the Shadow Ball went under my bomb, resulting in an okay trade. Since Mewtwo is now at kill percentage, I add further pressure with an arrow, and now this is a heavy mind game. The last time I grabbed the ledge, I did a regular get-up. Abadango throws out a jab to let me know that he has that covered, conditioning me into rolling or jumping, which he was ready for, as well was I, because I had cooked up the bomb to explode just as the roll ends. And so I bait him into punishing my roll, which results in a bomb explosion to a kill confirm. At this point, things are getting desperate for Mewtwo. He needs to kill me quickly, and all I'm trying to do is to space myself with safe forward airs and not get caught. Abadango gets a nice power shield and tilts me off stage for a kill setup. I pick up a bomb to improve my recovery. Unfortunately, I misjudged the timing of the bomb exploding and ended up dying. I really just needed about half a second more for the bomb to explode, which would recover me back to stage with an up B. Mistakes were made, although things are still looking good since I'm ahead and still don't need to approach. He approaches and tries to force a reaction, and backs off to punish a mistake with his Shadow Ball. Spaced forward airs are usually safe, although Abadango managed to power shield and punished with down tilt. Since the tip of the down tilt hit, I could avoid a combo with a jump and land with a one-hit back air since it's safe on Mewtwo's back. I also throw out an up tilt to punish him if he jumps out of his shield. Instead, he wisely rolls to go for his objective, down tilt. This time, the down tilt is better spaced, leading to a combo. Abadango reads the air dodge, although he didn't expect the jump right after. I poke at him with a one-hit back air and hit him with a surprise up B to add percent and extend my lead. I try covering his ledge jump, ledge get up, ledge attack, and ledge release by going for a full hop down air. Abadango calmly waits out the down air perfectly and punishes it. Something I should have done here is fast fall the down air at the very end. It would have added a ton of percentage and possibly even killed. Nonetheless, I get punished for it, and I have to admit I got really scared here because I could have possibly gotten stage spiked. Luckily, I didn't though. Abadango expected me to tether recover, therefore he went for a forward air to cover that option. I instead expended my jump safely onto the platform. I pressure with a bomb and fast fall and forward air to bait out a ledge option, but I missed the grab by just a fraction and get punished for it. Fortunately, I jump out of it and land with a well-spaced neutral air to jab, once again poking my opponent to try and hit the second hit. This time, Mewtwo was at too low percentage and didn't panic with an air dodge or jump. Instead, he wisely rolls away to avoid the situation. I cover his short hop forward air with my short hop forward air. Abadango wisely air dodged through to find an opening and claim stage control. It's now time for Mewtwo to find an opening for down tilt, so I try my best to avoid it and end up getting a read on his short hop. He throws out a panic air dodge and I manage to punish it with a forward smash. As soon as I have space, I pull out a bomb for a setup. Abadango expended his double jump and used his side special, expecting to reflect the bomb. I decided to play it patiently and it paid off. He learned his lesson and this time goes for the ledge. This is my second opportunity for a bomb setup. I covered the ledge options with a down throw and forward air. Abadango plays it patiently though and manages to find an opening, just as I forward tilt to cover the stage. This time I decide to use attack instead of jump as a mix-up, since I've basically jumped every time after a side B from Mewtwo. Abadango reacts accordingly, although I managed to jab and interrupt his attempt on down tilting. I pressed the third jab too quickly and so Mewtwo manages to get out of the jab combo. He tries mixing it up by landing with his up B. I react with a defensive boomerang and safely spaced forward air for pressure. Abadango finds an opening as I'm going for another short hop forward air. Honestly, the second short hop forward air was a bad decision from me to begin with. Instead, I should have backed off onto the platform and pulled out a bomb. Once again, as I get launched, I pull out a bomb to extend my survival, although this time Abadango reads the air dodge and punishes with a beautiful forward air, killing super early. As I land, I cover this spot and this spot, although he rolls the other way. I throw another bomb at him expecting the approach. He decides to go for a neutral air, although the bomb covered me there. I react too slowly though and miss my follow-up. At this point, I'm safely throwing projectiles at him to force him to approach. What was unsafe was charging the arrow. I shouldn't have done this at all, and ended up getting it reflected back to me, taking a lot of free damage. Another bad decision was full hopping with a boomerang, which didn't even come out. Instead, I should have just stayed grounded. Nonetheless, he punishes me for it and approaches with shield, hoping for another mistake. This time, I lose my patience and try to approach with a single hit back air. I do this because single hit back air leads to up air and up smash to kill. And once again, Mewtwo cannot escape the up smash with air dodge, jump, or attack. I get greedy and end up getting punished for it. Abadango misjudges the percentage and so the forward air misses. He ends up shielding on the platform, knowing he could die at any time. I decide to damage the shield with forward air and then I get greedy again with the up smash. Abadango manages to escape the up smash and takes back stage control. At this point, I start getting desperate, looking for a setup to end the game. Luckily, I find an opening and get a grab. I desperately look to end it with up air, although the percentage is too low. I should have instead read the air dodge and punished with up smash. Yet again, I try to approach to find an opening to end the game. Once again, I get punished for it. This down air was really bad. It wouldn't cost me the stock, but punishing it would give me enough percentage to be at kill percent. It's by far the worst decision made during this game. I should have just landed with a spaced back air. I get really lucky though, since Abadango hesitates to punish out of fear and completely whiffs the punish, resetting back to neutral. My objective is to hit a bomb and find a kill confirm. I should have focused on this from the very beginning of my stock. Instead, I did a bunch of bad decisions and ended up taking a lot of unnecessary damage. Abadango is well aware of this though, that one bomb means he'll die, so he keeps reflecting to deny the bombs. And since I can't throw the bombs here, I zair to possibly find an opening, although Abadango wisely escapes the situation. I pick up another bomb while jumping, and at this point, he is looking to punish it. Being aware of this, I expend my double jump to punish his approach. Here's another crucial mistake. It's actually an input error from my part. I was trying to throw the bomb downwards, although instead it was thrown forwards. Had I thrown the bomb downwards, it would have hit and I could have ended the game. so I pick up another bomb and throw it at him to force him to play defensively, while I reposition myself for stage control. I space myself while throwing a boomerang to further pressure him into making a mistake. He ends up throwing a forward air on my shield, which is just what I needed to punish him and end the game. In conclusion, I could have actually played this a lot better. There were a lot of mistakes made, but also a lot of good decisions made. In the end though, I ended up winning the match, but I was way too close to throwing it. By analyzing a match like this, I will clearly find where I need to improve and what I need to work on, as well as I acknowledge the good things that I did and study them so that I can keep pulling it off and find ways to expand on it. Anyways, thank you for watching this video. Please let me know if you enjoyed this video. I hope it wasn't too long. If you have any input on how I could approach the future matchup analysis videos, then please let me know. And remember that you can analyze your matches in the same way that I did to improve yourself. For more of these, please like, share, and subscribe.